Sul Sul Seers, and welcome to SeeJamieSim. I'm Jamie, and today we're continuing our starter home challenge where we're building on the smallest lots in each world for 20,000 simoleons. And today we are in Windenburg. And we are going to be kind of continuing on with our copying the world style for our builds. And as you can see, I am already angsting about what I am going to put on my build here. So, we've done Willow Creek and Oasis Springs. We've done Magnolia Promenade. We have done Newcrest, and today we're doing Windenburg, and I'm super excited about this. Windenburg is one of my favorite worlds, so building in this was a dream. As you can see, we are trying to keep it in the general style of the main town, but we are out on like the left side of the map. This is, I believe, a 20 by 20 lot. And we are just trying to copy the style, also trying to keep it with the Tudor style of build. And as you can see, I always forget to type in move objects at the very beginning, so it always takes me a little bit here at the beginning to remember that. Now, normally I would have put that big window down on the bottom, but I wanted to match up the windows I already had down there because I'm keeping that in the whole bottom floor. So I actually put that window up at the top. I'm not sure I love it, but I am willing to live with it because it's so iconic to me of these builds that you have this kind of outcropping. And I really, really wanted to match that door because I knew I was going to use the door. I knew I was going to use that window. I just wasn't sure where and how. So here we are just trying to get everything arranged here. And this ended up being a really nice build. I really enjoyed it, and I always enjoy building in Windenburg. You guys will have to tell me what your favorite world is to build in. Generally, for my build challenges, I usually build in Newcrest just because it's always the most open to me, but I really enjoy Windenburg a lot. And generally, I record these in like 2 separate videos, usually because I take a break at some point. But this one, I busted out in one whole video just because I'm such a fan of the style of the build. So it was really, really nice to build here and do a starter home. I have not done a starter home in Windenburg before. I'm always building these grand castles and, you know, little peasant homes depending on what I'm working on. Peasant homes lately just because I am doing the Ultimate Decades Challenge, so I got lots of peasants in there. And so I'm just trying to fit everything in here, trying to figure out, you know, what's going to go where, who's going to have all this space. There is my bathroom. I believe that's my bathroom. Pretty sure. It seems like a me sort of build for a bathroom. And here I go changing again because I am me and nothing is ever so great that I don't angst over it. And here we are just trying to even out these windows. And yep, I learned my lesson from the build in Newcrest, and I put in my doors right away so I don't get to the end of my build and I'm like, oh, I don't have any money for doors. Because Newcrest got me. Newcrest got me. If you guys decide to do this challenge, you'll have to tell me how it goes for you. I keep trying to, you know, really get it together, and it seems like every build at the end I end up with less and less money. As you can see, I'm at about 10,000 simoleons at this point, and I put in that super expensive stove, which I will end up taking out. 20,000 simoleons is not a lot of money. That's been my main like panic button, is that I really at the end have like 2 simoleons or something. I never really realized how expensive stuff was until I started doing this challenge. I never really paid attention to it because I'm really a builder for builder's sake. But I'm realizing that even lights cost me a ton of money. So here we are, just kind of, yep, again, putting in doors so we can get into the rooms and not have to delete stuff at the end. And this is where I decided that was not going to be a bathroom, and this was going to be a roommate house. Now, if you decide to have more than one sim, you do get some extra simoleons to decorate with and purchase and whatnot. So this being a roommate house, you'll have a little more to work with. So the furnishings are a little bit more sparse in this particular build. However, you will start out with some more simoleons, so you won't really have to worry about that too much for very long. So I end up deciding that I'm going to do 3 roommates. And so I am getting this all together, and each room is going to have one thing that the house needs in it. Just because, it is what it is. I was tempted to do an ensuite bathroom in the bigger roommate room, but I don't end up doing that just because of money constraints. And here I am furnishing the bathroom. The one thing that I really am liking about this challenge, because I dislike it in other builds, is having to clutter the bathroom. I just really, at the end, do not have money to clutter the bathroom. So I don't really invest too much time in the bathroom. So that's been kind of nice for me, but probably not for other builders. I'm sure there's people who love to clutter up bathrooms. I'm always of the mind that, it's just the worst room in the whole build, I feel like, for me. So I just kind of decide that, this is the bonus part of these builds. And I do end up putting a dining room in here after my last couple builds where I didn't do that in Magnolia Promenade and New Crest. This is going to get a dining room again. So, I figured if you're going to have 3 sims in here, you're going to need some place to eat, right? So I decide that we're going to do that. And also I'm going to put in some things to do straight off the bat. And here I am, at about 1,000 simoleons. And I realize that this is going to be bananas. So I mean, how cute is this little TV? I mean, all of my other builds, I always have those giant TVs. And in these builds, I've just been like teeny tiny baby TVs. So I am just trying to put in some fun stuff here. Get everything kind of arranged. This is kind of a gray build, I'm realizing as I look through here. But you know what? That's not bad. I mean, I would kill for these stone walls and this house in particular. I don't care that it's a starter home. I would love to live in this place. And here I am deciding that I need to have some rugs, which we all need rugs, right? We all need rugs. And I'm going to fiddle with it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. and then I am going to not notice that it's on the outside, which I will have to fix later. I'm just trying to get the essentials in right now, and I am coming to the point where I have everything, that's going to make this house functional. And then I'm trying to decide, do I want to have, how much furniture is each bedroom going to have? And that's where I decide that each room is going to have one main thing. Just because it's, not really. Yeah, and I put a couple books here and there, just to make it look lived in. And also, you can pick up books from that area and have your sim read them and build up their skills. And I do want a computer in this build, so I'm going to put a little office computer in the downstairs bedroom, I believe. And here I am changing it around just so we have a little bit more room. And I believe this bedroom is going to be getting, yes, bookshelves. Just because because decorating the walls is really difficult with the budget we have, the bookshelves I've been using have really taken the place of decorations. So I hope that you guys end up really enjoying these houses and being able to build off of them, because I have just had so much fun, and I'd love to see what you guys do with this challenge if you end up wanting to take it up. I would love to see some starter homes in each of the worlds. So if you end up wanting to do this, definitely tag me in the gallery, SeeJamieSim, and tag it Starter Home Challenge on the hashtag, and I will be sure to check these out. And I'd love to feature some of them on my channel. So if you end up doing it, just tag me so I can check it out. I love seeing people do my challenges. And we are going to be, yes, just adding a few little things here and there. And we are getting down to our final simoleon, so it's always a time of great and powerful decisions in these worlds. And I'm trying to think, what do I want to add? Do I need to add anything to these particular rooms? I just add a little bit of clutter in the kitchen. I actually really enjoy cluttering kitchens, so not being able to do that has been a little bit sad for me. However, you guys should get a chance to do that. And here's where I'm going to get out debug. I've been doing debug for all of the outside landscaping, so that's pretty fun for me. I've really enjoyed the landscaping I've been able to do. Magnolia Promenade being the least that I've done. Yeah, that was a hard world to build in. You guys let me know if you guys build in Magnolia Promenade, because it was the first time I've ever really even played in there. Oh, and here's where I realized that it didn't fill in all the way, so I'm going to have to delete something, and I give myself a little bit more money just so I can finish it. But I end up taking stuff off, so we should still be at the 20,000 simoleon mark. But yeah, so I'm decorating the outside and doing that kind of stuff. This is a little bit more involved than my other couple of builds that I've done, just because I had so much green space that I could build in. There's where I end up with one simoleon, as you can see. I had to take out the pampas grass. And anyway, so we are back to landscaping this now that I see what had happened. And I'm just kind of trying to figure it out, and obviously can't do that. That ended up atrocious. And I am going to, just look for trees, and I actually end up losing the flowers, so I have to go find them again. That was a little bit of sad times for me. Just because debug is so difficult to find stuff in. I don't know if you guys work in a lot of debug, because before this challenge I really didn't. But debug is so hard to find stuff. I watch other builders and they are just amazing at finding these things. And I'm always like plugging along, just being like, oh, I need to find stuff. Eventually, I do find the base game Willow Creek flowers again. But it was hairy there for a minute. And I just thought these added to the world a little bit. You know, who doesn't want streetlights with cool banners in front of their house? I ask you. Here's where I realized the rug's on the outside, so I gotta fix that, put in more flowers. Yeah, and so in doing these challenges, I actually do a bunch of them. I love doing shell challenges, so I do a lot of those. And you can catch my videos. I upload Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I am doing the Ultimate Decades Challenge. I do shell challenges. I do the 100 Days of Cast Challenge. And now I'm doing the Starter Home Challenge. I love trying to figure out this stuff. And I also live stream on YouTube and on Twitch every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So definitely make sure to check that stuff out. I'd love to see and chat with you guys and just kind of hang out. We do a lot of talking, and my Twitch handle is SeeJamieSim, just like it is on here. And you can also find a lot of my challenges and the shell challenges I've set up in the Sims gallery under SeeJamieSim. So definitely check those out. I'd love to feature your guys' builds on my channel. I always love doing tours, so I would love to do that and see what you guys come up with. Yeah, so just adding a few more plants here. I decide that just 2 in the front is good. I don't necessarily need everything there. And then I decide even that is too much. So I put in these cutie things. And yeah, so this actually ends up being one of my favorite builds I've done in this challenge. And here I am just kind of, you know, adding to the believability of the world, and, you know, just adding a little bit of dirt and, you know, just making it look like everything belongs. So hopefully you guys will be able to come and check out the rest of the challenges. I've been uploading one a week along with some of the other challenges I've been doing, and so, you know, you probably will continue that way until we're finished, and we're gonna go through all the worlds. So again, the challenge is building on the smallest lot in the world with 20,000 simoleons. Obviously, we've been doing some debug, but for the decorations on the outside, landscaping. So yeah, I really am learning to stretch myself as a builder doing this. And that was the whole point of me starting to stream and starting to do YouTube, was to actually teach myself how to do stuff in The Sims. So, you know, so we're accomplishing our goals. We are accomplishing our goals. Yeah, So you can kind of see we're already done inside. We're just adding lots of bushes and flowers, and we're going to be getting into rocks. So I some of this debug I really need to check out like on its own when I'm not looking for something in particular to fit into a spot. So I can know kind of what there is in the world, just because I really am always finding something that I want to put into my builds, and then I promptly forget about it. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I just promptly forget. And lots of purple in this build. I did that just to go with the banners that are at the front. And so yeah, we are getting it all going. Hopefully you guys will be able to check out one of my live streams at some point. We do a lot of building over on Twitch. I also play a lot of cozy games. Lately, we've been doing backpack battles and Clan Gen and a few of the Studio Ghibli games. So definitely come over and check those out. Again, you can find my builds on the gallery under SeeJamieSim. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this one as much as I really enjoyed making it. And we'll be sure to upload another video next week. Definitely check out the Ultimate Decades Challenge with our Stormborn legacy. Our family is growing, 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 and the world is getting all filled out. And the cast challenge, if you guys decide to do that, also tag me on SeeJamieSim, cast 100 Days of Cast Challenge. And I will leave you to the rest of this. You guys have just the most wonderful day. I hope that you have a great week and wherever you are. And I will see you real soon. Bye-bye. If you'd like to see more of my videos, definitely click there on the want to see more. And you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv SeeJamieSim and on Instagram on SeeJamieSim. Thanks for checking out everything today, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.